All right. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see, what do we have? So when was the last time anybody saw me with like light behind me, right? We're usually together at like midnight. It feels like we have a secret society together. But here we are on an actual day with some actual sun, because we do our best to allow everyone to be a part of it, like Nico, who's here. And a lot of our audience is going to be from New Zealand and Australia. Michael's here. We have a lot of our audience that are from other places in the globe other than the US. So we tried to have a Friday at 2 o'clock, right? Caro's in the house. All right, let's all get in. We'll give it 2 minutes, right? And then we will all share a little bit of time and then enjoy our weekends, which I will be right back here with you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So if enjoying your weekend means more Anthony, then you know what? Enjoy on, right? Like, let's enjoy together. Hey, Tanya's in the house. All right, cool. Let's let everyone get in. We had a little bit of music going on. And that was an energetic yawn. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I'm like literally running around that I've been waiting for 2 o'clock to come, that I finished all of my stuff in like such a time period that I'm like, okay, is it 2 o'clock yet? Is it 2 o'clock yet? Is it 2 o'clock yet? And here we are. So I don't know how that equals a yawn, but it did. All right, we're almost there. 4 minutes, 2:02. We have everyone piling in. I see more people coming in as we're talking. La, 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 la. Oh, Laura, by the way, I responded to your long email. Now, y'all don't know who Laura is because Laura's not even her name on this. And I don't know if you could see the names of the people in the chat. But Laura, your email was a trilogy. And it's fantastic. I love your emails. And I responded to every single point by point. And Laura, also with the public ledger that we're putting out next week, your name is Cookie Monster. Because I know Laura doesn't want anybody having any wants to just kind of keep her first name. Well, I guess I just gave it up. Laura's Cookie Monster, but you don't know who Laura is, so that's okay. So yeah, you're Cookie Monster. I feel like I just gave the whole thing up. Oh, how long time can you go? So Mike, Rhino Coin is available right now. So Rhino Coin. All right, so let me just start, right? Maybe I'll go ahead and put the site up so that everyone can see it, and then we can work together. Let me do this. All right, let's do a shared screen. And what we'll do is we'll walk everyone through Rhino Coin, because I feel like everyone kind of has a certain sense of what we're doing. And let's just get the site up for everyone to participate. Distributive marketing. And again, I always ask everybody to go on Google and type it in. Because as Nico and others have shared with us, but most notably Nico, who helped us a really, really long way in getting this on the front page, all traffic matters, right? So if you could type it in, that's helpful to us. Now to Michael. All right, so as you're on the site, as you click Rhino Coin, you will pull up that page. This is our video when we described Rhino Coin together, when we first presented it. Let me give you the link, duh. So I did say if you could click it, right? But I'll give you the link as well, why not? I do it every day. Oh, Mike's the best. Okay, so that's the link to Rhino Coin. Now, as we're on this page of the site, we are able to see the video, right? So if we press play, you'll see when we first presented Rhino Coin and gave every detail of what it is, what the mission statement is, what the value proposition is, how we're going to change the world with this coin, you'll be able to go through the entire thing, right? We were able to give you a white paper of it, initial projections of it, and really, really try to set the stage for what is coming. And this week, and I know Michael hasn't been on, but I speak to him every day, actually, because I'm up at 3 in the morning and he's up at a normal time, which 3 in the morning my time equals 9 a.m. Europe time. That we've been able to share what's going on. With that being said, this week is the week that we went ahead and launched Rhino Coin for us. Now, what do I mean by us, right? We don't do any marketing. Like, we have not done that just yet. We're starting that next week. So as of now, the only people that have been able to get into Rhino Coin are those that are on this webinar, those that participate in our meetings on a daily basis. And for that, so now, okay, so let's take a step back and talk about what the coin is, right? So in January 2023, Rhino Coin will be the exclusive means of transaction on the Rhino platform. Okay, so now we know there's a thing called Rhino Coin, and in 2023, it's going to be worth something more than it's worth today, because in 2023, it's the exclusive means of transaction on said platform. Today, it is not the exclusive means of transaction on said platform. In fact, we don't even have any transactions on said platform. So one could say, all right, Ann, the coin that you have now is not really worth all that much because we have to have the vision to see what you see to believe that there's some inherent value in it. Okay. But the coin over there, January 2023, that coin has a value. We just don't know what the value is, which equals an investable asset, right? Because we know today it doesn't have much inherent value other than vision and what the belief is that's going to happen. But over there, we do know it has a value because it's tied exclusively to a platform. But what is that value? You could say it's tied to anything, but how do you support the value? How do you project the value? How do you forecast that value? Well, to go ahead and forecast the value of any particular means of transaction on said platform, you must know a couple of things about the platform. How many members are on the platform? How many transactions happen on the platform? What's the demand for transactions? What's the supply of that coin for transactions? And what's the growth of that platform, right? Because if you know all of that stuff, then you can predict the value of that coin. You could say to yourself, okay, well, if there's 100 people on the platform and all 100 people buy something, that means each one of those 100 people need the coin to buy something. Therefore, the value of the coin, oh, wait a second, how much supply is there? Oh, there's only 100 supply. 100 people want to buy, 100 supply. That equals 1 to 1. Okay, the coin's worth $1. My point is, calculations are a little bit more difficult than that. There's more variables. But to go ahead and represent what it is conceptually that one must look at, I think everyone understands that. Okay, so then the question then becomes, what is this platform and how can we go ahead and predict the popularity of it? How are we going to go ahead and feel comfortable that there'll be members, there'll be businesses, there'll be transactions, there'll be loyalty? What is it? Okay, so the mission statement of Rhino has always been quite simple. It's to go ahead and take back the life that's been taken from you. And it's a cute sentence. Oh, Anthony, how are you going to do that? No, because here's the reality. The top 1% in this globe own 99% of the assets. In no world does that even come close to being fair or making sense, right? The top 1% own 99%, which means the bottom 99% own only 1% of the net worth, which means people like you, people like me, we all share for the crumbs of those. Now, even still, one could say, all right, well, Aunt, you know what? I never really aspired to live this life where I live in a castle and, you know, I have servants and I have $100 billion in my bank account. That's not what I'm after. Nobody's saying that's what you should be after, but inherently in allowing that much of that much inequality, what you're doing is you're allowing 1% to hoard such a large amount that they dictate terms, right? It is that 1% that is able to then own media outlets. It's that 1% that's able to own congressional seats. It's that 1% that's able to do lobbying, to do budgeting. That 1% dictates terms. In fact, if you do not abide by what that 1% wants, you have a serious problem. And even still, you would have to say, okay, and well, we have to believe that there's some level of like evilness in these people. Well, do you like the opportunity? Do you like having no ability to pick and choose of anything that you like anymore, right? So, for instance, let's take the pandemic for an example, like COVID, right? So COVID happens and the government's response was, okay, let's deem essential businesses and non-essential businesses. Okay, what was deemed essential? The really, really big companies. What was deemed non-essential? All the small businesses. One could say that the net worth of those that own the really big companies and the net worth of those that own the really small companies was quite different. In fact, one could even make the argument that what was truly essential was the small businesses, because the big ones have the balance sheets to survive. It's the small ones that contribute to local society, local community. It's those that have been built over generations that actually are equipped to deal with unemployment and all the rest of it. But because those little guys don't have the means to go ahead and do such things as lobbying or have people in Congress, they got pushed out the way. And you can find these examples all over the place. But the point of the story is, when you have 1% that owns 99% of the goods and services, the 99% essentially don't have any power. You cannot do anything. You're given your enhanced unemployment, you're giving this, you're given that, to kind of like, here, go over there, just leave us alone while we do this. In fact, as Congress and as people of Congress run for office, they're able to go ahead and give things away. Okay, I'm going to run for office. I'll give you enhanced unemployment. Those people are racist. Let's take this. Let's give it to you. Vote for me. Vote for me. I'll give you free healthcare. I'll give you free childcare stuff. I'll do all the stuff. You vote for me. Vote for me. And here's the problem, right? Because they're able to do stuff like that, and because they own media, and because the bottom 99% are purposely kept at an education level that's beneath to see what the top 1% is doing. What you don't realize is that that congressman, that person running for elected office is just charging you on your credit card, right? So by them saying, I'm going to give you this stuff, that takes them printing it out of thin air and then putting it on the national debt, what they're saying is that your grandchildren are going to have to go pay for that, right? And at the same time, they get to walk away and do whatever they want. All the money that comes in, they get to choose where it goes. And all the while, you're sitting there like, do I get any say in anything? No, you're not smart enough to get a say. Like, you don't get to do that, right? But here's the antidote, if you will. The top 1% may own 99% of the net worth. That's fine. But that's all an illusion of power. They don't actually have any power, because the bottom 99% have this really, really special, important thing called population. When 99% of people have 99% of the population, which makes sense as a sentence, right? 99% have 99%. Well, they have the power, because you know what happens? The top 1%, they own their buildings, they own their businesses, they own their Facebooks, they own their Googles, they own their Congress. What if the 99% turn their backs on those individuals? What if the 99% said, you know what, we're not voting you? What if the 99% said, we're not going to shop there? What if the 99% said, we're not going on that platform any longer? Well, what would happen? The top 1% can't support their own net worths. It's not like the CEO of Target could then go shop at Walmart, and then all of a sudden Walmart's a booming business. In fact, the top 1% are the most vulnerable people in the entire globe. Because they have such a disproportionate amount of assets, they are completely susceptible to the 99% walking away. They're completely vulnerable to the 99% no longer being obedient to them. The 99% no longer being dependent on them. Therefore, it is the 99% that always have the value. It's the 99% that always has the power. It's just a matter of if the 99% could ever get together and say, hey guys, listen, how much SHIT can we take being taken from us? We have a national debt of this. I get fired for doing this. I'm not allowed to speak over here. I'm not allowed to do this. Inflation's eating my lunch. Every time I do anything, the prices of everything's going up. I can't get a job anywhere. I'm told that I have to vaccinate. I can't go outside. At what point do we say enough's enough? Well, there it is, right? So even if you take a look today, what's all over the news? Kyle Rittenhouse, right? This kid, did he do self-defense? Did he not do self-defense? That's for anyone to decide, right? Like, I'm not the judge. I know I could see a video, and I know what self-defense looks like. I know what was going on in Kenosha, Wisconsin at the time. We could have arguments about anything. But the problem is, if you're a viewer of this program, then you have a very different opinion than if you're a viewer of this program, right? If you watch CNN, you think that this is the most racist travesty ever to happen. If you watch Fox News, you're saying hey guys, this is fair. Don't try to make this about race. All the while, that divides a population in two, right? This side thinks this side thinks this. Okay, now take that and multiply it by healthcare, multiply it by COVID, multiply it by unemployment, multiply it by tax rates, multiply it about immigration, multiply it about your body, your rights, multiply it about gender, multiply it about race. What you'll soon come to find out is that depending on what you watch, you are part of a subsector of people, right? You have been indoctrinated through the Googles and Facebooks of the world. That's okay. These are the people that are like you. These are the people you should talk to. The people outside of that, they could go after themselves, write nasty things to them. In fact, we endorse it. The point of the story is when you understand that you're purposely being divided so that you could never come together and actually just say, guys, do you see how much shit's being taken from us? Like, do you guys even understand this? Do you know during COVID, over $38,000 per person was printed in this country? Has anyone given you your $38,000? Because I can promise you they're giving it to your children to pay the debt on it. But anyone give it to you? Now, I wrote in the email today. Actually, I can bring it over here. Hold on. And I'm sorry if I feel like I'm all over the place today. I actually just took an energy drink and my brain is like, I'm like jittery a little bit. So bear with me. In the email today, I talked about SALT deduction. And I'm going to read this actually. The House is expected to vote this week on President Biden's Build Back Better legislation, which they voted today and they passed it. The social spending bill includes investments in clean energy and affordable childcare. That sounds fantastic. But let's talk about something real quick. Affordable childcare. Who is affordable childcare for? Is it for the 1% or is it for the 99%? Okay, it's for the 99%. Why does the 99% need affordable childcare? Because they didn't have a job? Because they lost their job? Why did they lose their job? Oh, because their business wasn't deemed essential. They went out of business. They got stuck on unemployment, and now they got to race back into an economy with inflation going through the roof. And why is inflation going through the roof? Because how much money was printed, which raises the price of all goods and services. Well, this person has to go ahead and get a job. They have a child. How are they going to care for their child? Well, maybe they have a husband. Maybe they have a wife. Maybe they have a broken family. Maybe they're part of a low-income community. Why do they need affordable childcare? Okay, so we know they need affordable childcare. We know that the bottom 99% need affordable childcare. And one could make the argument that the need for the affordable childcare is based on them being part of the 99% to begin with, because they're not afforded the luxuries that the 1% is. Do you think anyone in the 1% needs to worry about affordable childcare? You think they say, well, I can't go be the CEO of Walmart today because I don't have a babysitter? It doesn't work that way. But they don't tell you that. Have you seen the CEO of Walmart ever say that? In fact, what you don't know is that the Walton family makes over $17 million a day in dividends from Walmart stock, right? Okay. So we know that the bottom 99% need affordable childcare. Okay, so let's put that in the bill. In fact, let's just talk about the bill as affordable childcare. Let's just do that. Come on, you need affordable childcare. You need it, right? Okay. So in this bill that offers affordable childcare, which everyone should vote for, affordable childcare, why wouldn't I want affordable childcare? We should have affordable childcare. Okay. But it also includes a $285 billion tax cut that would almost exclusively benefit the high-income households over the next 5 years. What is that tax cut? It's called the SALT tax cut, state and local tax deduction. During the Trump administration, when his bill went through for the corporate tax, whatever, that deduction was $10,000. You cannot deduct more than $10,000 from your state and local tax as a deduction for your taxes. I'm not getting to tax, mumbo jumbo, but let me make it very clear for you. You're only allowed to deduct $10,000 from your income and from your net worth. Okay. Well, in this bill, the affordable child care bill, you're able to deduct up to $80,000. It goes to $80,000. Okay. Wait a second. Don't the Democrats don't they really fight for the low income person? Don't they really fight for, the blue collar guy? Well, this seems odd because the only people that would need to deduct $80,000 are your uber high net worth people, right? Okay. So why would they do that for them? That doesn't seem to make sense. Well, I guess it goes to a couple of things, right? Remember last year and the year before where you see all those rallies and all those marches and all those protests? Do you think all those people just got together and made those signs the same day and said, hey guys, let's all be there at 2 p.m.? No. It's been done over and over and over again. If you take a population and suppress them so far down and make them dependent on you for income and for morality and everything else, then you're able to pay them to do whatever you want. Therefore, when these really, really rich people want something, they want things called tax cuts because they make a lot of money, which means they don't want your petty like unemployment. They don't want any of that stuff. They're not looking for you to go ahead and give equal rights to this and this. They just want to know that you're willing to fight for it. Then they'll give you the signs, the postcards, and they'll tell you to go out there. And then they find a thing like affordable childcare. They don't want affordable childcare. Don't you want affordable? Hey guys, just put that like that little tax cut. These people are dumb. They don't salt. What do they know? Hey, go ahead and put what's her name? Put Adele on Oprah this week. These dumb people, they'll worry about that. Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse is this week? Perfect. Let's put that trial up the same exact day that we passed the bill because they're too dumb. Like, I try not to get over crazy. In fact, every time I do one of these lives, I say to myself, Aunt, we're not going to yell today. But then you see stuff like this. Bill Gates handed the media over $319 million this year. In fact, I did the homework and found every single dollar that it went to. Do you know Bill Gates is also on the board of every different COVID vaccination company from Merck to Pfizer to Moderna? Do you know every single one of these media outlets is pro-vaccination? I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but I can tell you if someone stands to prosper by vaccinations and then they send $300 million to all the media outlets and not a single media outlet has said something bad against vaccinations, I could put two and two together. Can you? And in fact, whether you can or can't, it's not even your fault because the media then goes ahead and brings examples on TV of someone saying something bad about the vaccine. They then go to them, can you believe this person? Look at this person. They're an anti-vaxxer. They're the worst. And they corral a level of anger to go ahead and shame that person. It's like when Hillary was going against Donald Trump for presidency. Hillary's entire platform was let's shame anyone that wants to vote Trump. But what she didn't realize was a lot of people weren't buying that. So then enters Joe Biden. And then the Democrats are like, we're not going to make that mistake again. We're just going to let people that died vote, you know? So that's that. So the question then becomes, exactly, Art, I've never seen a pandemic, a vaccination needing marketing. Right? Does that ever make sense to anyone that they need to market this drug? That there are brothels in Europe that you get a free session if you get vaccinated. I don't know what else. Okay, anyway, so let's not get into that, right? So anyway, getting back to the coin. So the idea, again, behind the coin is to go ahead and rectify, to rebalance the wealth distribution. And the way to do that is if the 99% population were ever able to say, okay, we can gather together because we have a leader that's able to galvanize and simply show us a better way, and we're able to turn our backs on the 1% that need us to be dependent on them. Because think about a game of like Monopoly, right? You're playing with your friends. He has all the properties. He has the houses. He has Boardwalk. He has Park Place. And you sit before the game's even over. You're like, buddy, I'm not playing anymore. I can't even win. You have everything. I'm done. What does he always say? Every time. No. I'll give you one free trip on the board. Continue playing. Continue. You know what? I'll actually give you Mediterranean and Baltic. Continue playing. You know what? I'll let you get free parking 3 times. Continue. Here's $500. Continue playing. Because in life, life's a game. You born, you play, you die. It's that simple. And if you no longer have people to patronize your businesses, if you no longer have people willing to vote because they're just so gone, if you no longer have people that even have money to buy anything, then what's the point of owning a business? In fact, when you take everything from everyone, nobody has anything left. Therefore, you cannot be a 1%er and own assets and continue to be a 1%er if nobody else has anything. That's what's always been the balance of the economy. That's Adam Smith, the invisible hand of capitalism. Because think about it, if I own, say I own the world, right? And I'm such a good owner that I'm able to vacuum up all the money in the world. Well, if I vacuum up all the money and I have all of these assets, I have these buildings, I have these stores, I have these shelves stocked, I have all of this stuff, and nobody has money to buy it, what happens to the value of my goods? They plummet because nobody could buy them, because I'm the only one that owns all of them. So what does the 1% do? They have a thing called a printing press. They say, okay, well, we're not giving up our stuff, right? Like we're going to keep it, but you, US, Euro, Japan, you know what you guys should do? You should do a thing called monetary easing, right? Why don't you go ahead and print money, buy your own bonds, and then give that money to the people in unemployment so that we can continue the game and take more of that money? And it's like, because the population as a whole doesn't have a level of education to even know what's going on, because the top 1% owns all the media and the media never sits there like, hey, I wonder if anybody knows what's going on. This continues and continues and continues. And that's fine. It's not even like I'm sitting here yelling about that stuff. The problem is we're at a point now that if you do not stop it, you are past the point of no return. When the top 1% have 99%, this is what happens, revolution. And they know that, they're not stupid, they've read a book before. The only way to stop revolution is to get in front of it. How do you get in front of a revolution? You find a reason to keep people separated. You find ways to monitor them. You find ways to keep them home. Okay, well, you can't just make up a reason to keep people home. How do you monitor people? How do you do that stuff? Oh my God, thank you. Thank you for delivering me COVID. This has been a real treat. Great. Everyone lock down, stay home. Oh, God. Thanks for giving me Facebook. Oh, you guys want to talk? You want to congregate? Banned, monitored, recorded, downloaded, uploaded. Ah, this is perfect. COVID, Facebook. This is a 1%er's This is a 1%er's dream. Okay, cool. The point of the story is that what you want? Do you want your life? Do you want the life that you know you could have not only been stolen from you, but the life that's being given to you that's in danger of just being taken from you? At some point, you have to be a reasonable adult and get up and fight back. Now, I'm not saying revolution. I'm not saying go get a gun and go shoot people. In fact, it's so much easier than that. We can actually do it right now. This is how you do it. So when you're able to turn your backs on those people, you're able to start your own economy. Now, when you have 99% of the population starting an economy together, do you know what that equals? It equals fairness. When you have 99% of the population agreeing to something, that is the population. Therefore, anything the 99% agree to is what the globe wants. It doesn't matter what 1% that own everything say, they're only 1%. In fact, if everyone the 1% died, you'd still have 99% of the globe. Do you think this globe is going to go ahead and cry because 1% of people died? They won't. In fact, every 20, 30 years, the globe finds a way to kill 1% of the people on it anyway. Maybe it's global warming, maybe it's the ice age, maybe it's a volcano, maybe it's a pandemic. The earth is pretty good at managing itself, right? So let's enter Rhino. What is Rhino? Well, exactly that, right? So Rhino is a free platform that we've purposely made free so that we can welcome everyone on board. Okay, Rhino is able to offer very, very high level services to all those that are a part of it. Okay, so from Rhino Wealth, which is offering a level of stock market education that you would have never received elsewhere, or even Rhino University, which is actually the key to all of this, right? So at Rhino University, let me just go to it. So Rhino University, what it allows you to do, whether you have a business or whether you're an aspiring business owner, you're able to submit your business. That comes to us. We then go ahead and take the submission, work with you to go ahead and put you on Rhino Marketplace. Now, we just launched this week, so this will populate more. Upon being on Rhino Marketplace, you're an actual company on an actual platform. So say, for instance, you wanted to go take a look at this company, Revive Infusions, right? You click it. This is what it does. Nice, nice. Go to the website. And the website, we're coming soon because they're still building it out, right? Perfect. Now, Anthony, what if there's like 1,000 different marketplaces? Okay, well, you could sort businesses by marketing, small business, design, blog, wellness. Again, we just launched it this week. There's going to be so many different sorting features. There's going to be highlights. There's going to be a whole bunch of things to highlight every company that comes into our platform. Even more so than that, after 60 days onboarding, after 60 days of being on our marketplace, you now graduate to Rhino Traffic. Rhino Traffic is the coup de grace, the creme of the creme. It is the most white glove VIP service ever afforded to any business ever. In fact, when we started this, we were charging $500 a month. We then decided to cancel all payments because the money that we want to come into is not from the 99%. We don't want your money. Period. So what Rhino Traffic does is we're going to build you your own mobile business app. That business app will have your mission statement, your value proposition, your quarterly updates, next page, your top 3 products, 30-second video on product 1, product 2, product 3. Next page, I'm Rhino, what the platform means to you personally, professionally, and why you're inviting other people to join it as well. Okay. Now, I don't know if you realize the key so far. We're inviting the entire globe to be a part of a free platform. We're then allowing every participant to go ahead and develop their business through our team, get onto our marketplace, and then to have a free app built for them. So what essentially did we just do? We built our own economy. We built our own commerce, because that means everyone that's a part of Rhino has the opportunity to also be a business owner. And every business owner appreciates customers. Every customer appreciates a business owner that's like them. You then grew your own economy of everyone looking to help each other, because everyone's able to go ahead and say, oh, you're a business on Rhino. I remember being on Rhino. I started there too. Oh, you're over there. Okay. All right. So that sounds kind of cool, right? So what else, right? What's this Rhino coin we kept speaking of, though? Because Rhino coin is going to be the exclusive coin, the exclusive means of transaction in January 2023. So I'm kind of starting to see how this thing could get some traction. And in fact, it's actually quite ingenious, because if you don't have to go out and get companies, instead you grow companies, and you grow companies through your members, you literally did grow your own economy. Therefore, the transactions always stay within the economy. That's pretty cool. It's pretty powerful. I like it. Well, duh. You know, so you have Rhino Wealth, you have Rhino Marketplace, University, and Traffic. What else do you have? So as the, let's see, where do I have it? I think I have it on Rhino app, right? So our app is coming out any day now, which everyone will be able to download. And these are the things still coming to our platform this year. So we have Rhino Partner, which I'm going to walk you through. We have Rhino Wealth, Rhino University, Rhino Traffic. We're going to have Rhino Health come this spring, Rhino Music come this spring, Rhino Dating come this summer, Rhino Politics come this fall, because I feel like everyone should have a level of education when it comes to politics, and Rhino Events, which is going to be super cool. I can't wait to throw the biggest, grandest event once a year, invite everyone to come, cover all the costs, and let's just have fun together. Okay, so what essentially did we do? We're simply growing a town square. Hey guys, this is our town square. This is what we offer. We're offering all of this stuff for absolute free. You know why? Because we want you to be very comfortable on our platform. We want you to like our platform. We want you to enjoy our platform. We want you to prosper from our platform. We want you to make money investing in the stock market. We want you to take a business, grow a business, have customers in the business. Because what you must remember is the platform is not only business, it is audience. The more people that come on, we are then able to direct all of the members to all of the businesses. Hey, Michael just came out with this new business. He's fantastic. This is his mission statement. This is his value proposition. We recommend that you guys all check out his site or download his app. Boom. Michael has 100,000 new downloads overnight. Okay, cool. So Anthony, if this is all happening, it sounds like transactions are going to increase. They are. Well, if transactions increase, and membership increases, it sounds like you have a support for the value of the coin. We do. So how are you going to, okay, I get it. All right. But this coin though, still, like we need to talk about this because how much supply is there? How are people going to have it? How is it let out? How can we support the value? And if this thing isn't on a free floating platform till January 23, how do we even value this thing? All good questions. Rhino coin will be a managed market till January 2023, which means Rhino is going to guarantee the market, which means Rhino is going to be completely responsible for pairing buyers and sellers. This is the way it works. So the Rhino platform needs Rhino coin. As the platform grows, Rhino coin is distributed. Therefore, and the calculation is as the Rhino members grow, 50% of that growth is then sold in coin. Therefore, if there's 100 members on the platform and next month there's 200 members on the platform, and at the same time, those 100 members on the platform equal 100 coin, next month, those 200 members, there's only gonna be 150 coin because the growth rate from 100 to 200 is 100%, and the growth rate from 100 to 150 is only 50%. We're purposely going to make sure that the demand is always larger than the supply to purposely go ahead and take care of our coin and supporting it. It's our coin. There are far too many people out there that play on your disadvantage in your education and selling you a bill of goods, then walking away from you and selling you something that goes to the moon. And then when it crashes, they're nowhere to be found. That's not us. And I know their names and I think they're disgusting. I think they're disgusting. I think there's something so much bigger that we could do together and we're going to do it. So, okay, so Anthony, the coin is always going to be supported. Okay, cool. What's the value of the coin next year? The value of the coin is simple. In January, the coin is worth 2 cents. In February, the coin is worth 3 cents. In March, the coin is worth 4 cents. Every month, it's worth 1 penny more. Everyone is able to buy the coin at that price in that month. Now, what about the people that want to sell the coin? This is how that works. Rhino will sell 100% coin every month, right? We're the only seller of it. Of that 100%, 50% comes from our treasury because we own the supply of the coin. The other 50% comes directly from those individual investors that request to receive a cash out. And I'll show you. So upon owning Rhino coin, this is the Rhino coin page and we're going to walk through it. But on the bottom of it, you'll see ready to sell. So say, for instance, you purchase Rhino coin, I don't know, in January at 2 cents, and in June, it's now 7 cents. You're like, wow, I made 350% on my money. I would like to take some money off the table. Okay, great. My name is Anthony. My last name is Calishone, and I spelled it wrong, but that's okay. This is my email. Okay, I want to sell it in June at 7 cents. Great. I'm requesting to sell Rhino. I understand the terms. I'm not a robot. I don't see a bicycle. Maybe you do. Traffic lights. Okay, let's verify. Verified. Submit. Perfect. That form, we should really have Abigail. I'm on live right now, but I'm just yelling to you. If for tomorrow, or actually for the moment, can you fix those check boxes when you get a chance? Thanks. So those check boxes will be fixed. And once those check boxes actually allow checking to be done, you're able to press the submit form, and that submit form allows you to go ahead and submit that form to us. Upon receiving that form, I then know in June, Anthony Calishone would like to sell his share of Rhino coin for that price. In fact, we actually need to put how much coin. Also, if we could do a variable for how much coin, like the amount. Thank you. And I'm yelling because it's fun. I like everyone knowing that this is a real company, like she's right there. Anyway, okay, so that happens. So you're able to sell the coin. Now, 50% comes from the treasury, 50% comes from those that request to sell. Now, what if you say, Ant, what if everyone wants to sell and you don't have that many buyers? Well, it's a first come, first serve basis. So Rhino is going to guarantee the market, but you need the market participants. So maybe you don't get sold in June, maybe it's in July, maybe it's in August, right? If it's not sold within 3 months, we will go ahead and buy it from you. That's our guarantee to you. Therefore, you're always going to be able to make money. Now, you might say to yourself, well, Ant, that sounds like really too good to be true. Why would you ever do that? Well, I'll show you. Because if you sold in June, I think you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I don't care how much percent you made. So Rhino Coin balance sheet. We are the only company, and I think the history of the world, because we're that crazy, that we're actually putting up our balance sheets in real time every single day. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Now, this is the balance sheet for the coin. Now, like we agreed upon, the value of the coin is supported by the amount of members, how many people own the coin, the adoption of it, right? The transaction, the growth rate of it, the demand ratios, the supply, and how that all calculates together. Okay. What you're seeing here is 112 weeks of projections. This green line is the line of January 2023. Everything before that is a managed market. Everything after that is a free floating market, because in January 2023, we're now on an exchange. We're no longer guaranteeing the price of the coin. The coin is on exchange like any coin you would find on Coinbase or whatnot. So we put that line in there to draw the distinction, because as you can see, 13 cents, 13 cents, 13 cents, 13 cents, 12 cents. So you can see that it's a managed market, right? So there's 112 weeks of projections, which on week 112, we project that the coin is going to be worth $132,397.01. Well, Anthony, that sounds crazy, because right now it's 2 cents and you're saying it to be 132,000. How did you come up with that? Well, good question, right? So this first column is the weeks. The second column is the traffic for the website, distributive marketing. Mind you, this is the first week that we've launched it, but 83 new members of traffic have been per day. Average number of webinar participants. We do this live every single day. I know how many people are on the live every day because I talk to everyone live every single day. And the higher that number goes, it's certainly indicative of more people being interested in a platform if they're willing to get on a live and sit here for an hour conversing. As of this week, it's been 165 for every live session. Number of Rhino members on the platform. We rounded it off to being 400 because tomorrow we're going to send an email to everyone that's going to allow you to be a partner of the platform. That partnership allows 2 things. One, by opting into it, you're agreeing that you're going, I don't think I told everyone this. For being part of Rhino, you're going to receive 50 coin per month. And that's non-negotiable. We need you to receive the coin. Because again, the whole point of the platform is that everyone lifts each other up. Therefore, if all of a sudden only the businesses on the platform are making coin and the customers aren't, it just gets we're not trying to create a situation where these people have more than these people. We want everyone to be vested in the platform. Therefore, everyone that's a part of the platform is going to receive 50 Rhino coin every single month. Therefore, you're completely vested in the platform. Therefore, you're completely loyal and transacting because your membership is supportive of the value of the coin. Therefore, we want you to have some of the coin. 50 coin a month is actually quite generous. So the point of me saying that is we're going to send out that partnership email tomorrow, in which case you're easily able to opt in. Once that opt-in happens, we're able to send you out the certificate for your ownership of 50 coin per month, which means you'll receive a certificate for November. So let's say in June, you want to sell Rhino coin. June minus November equals 7. 7 times 50 coin equals you have 350 coin, right? That makes a little sense. Aren't you tired of going through this? I've checked this YouTube videos and they're great. Can you ask Abigail if she has got my email after the Zoom call? Yeah, I totally will. And Mike, I'm never tired of this because this is my obligation to all of us. If all of a sudden I stop talking and I stop allowing everyone to share the participation and share the experience of everything that we're doing, then I've failed. I need to make sure that we always allow everyone to feel a part of exactly what we're doing. Fantastic, I know. And I have like this unlimited energy. Hey, about to beat the boom. Okay, so we're rounding to 400 and I know the number's higher, but let's see how many come out. And what's the beautiful part is by next week, all of these numbers will be updated, in which case you're going to know all of the numbers. And why is that important? I'm going to show you. So now these numbers are all calculated to have a 15% growth rate week over week. Well, can we Can we grow our platform 15% week over week in membership? I don't see why not. Our platform's free. All we need to do is marketing. In fact, we haven't done any marketing yet. What about when we start spending $100 a day or $1,000 a day inviting people to opt into the platform? Do you think we could do over 15% new members per week? I do. I think that's just a function of how much money we're willing to spend. And I think that's a function of how much Rhino coin that the participants participate with, because that money comes directly to funding the platform. Therefore, you purchasing Rhino coin today funds a platform that supports the value of the coin for tomorrow. What's the value of that going to be? Stay with me. Okay, Rhino businesses. We're projecting that there's going to be a 15% growth in Rhino businesses week over week. Well, Anthony, that's a really high growth rate for businesses. You think you're going to get 15% new businesses every week? Yeah, because how are we getting businesses? We're not marketing directly to businesses. We're marketing to regular people. We're marketing to bring people on. We're marketing, asking people to allow us to give them stuff. And when they're here, we're asking them to allow us to build a company for them. We're asking them to allow us to please put them on our platform so that our guests, that our rhinos can go ahead and patronize them, so that our community could grow upon itself and support the coin that our community owns. I don't think that's a hard thing to ask someone to do. Therefore, I do believe we'll get that number. Number of Rhino platform transactions. The estimate is that 10% of members, meaning 1 out of every 10, will purchase one item a week for at least $27, right? At least 1 out of 10 will purchase at least one item a week for at least $27. Now, what you'll see is 0, 0, 0. Because our Rhino traffic members, which you see this 25, we have people that are already on the platform. They're going through their 60-day onboarding right now. At this week, week 4, we're going to have businesses on our platform, Rhino businesses with their mobile app that we're going to be directing people to download. Upon downloading their app, you're going to be able to patronize their business. Hey, Michael does this. That's great. Oh, he likes this. I like that about him. I want to buy this because the app will allow you to buy it. Therefore, after we have those first 3 weeks done, we could take a look and say, oh, we have 608 members. We have that many businesses. Well, 1 out of every 10 of these members is going to purchase something. That's where our 61 comes from. Times by $27, that's where our weekly transaction volume comes from, right? So all the numbers are right there, but let's continue. I don't want to get off base. I want to describe every one of these columns so you fully know what you're getting into. Or not getting into, but fully understand the opportunity at your fingertips, right? Rhino coin, amount earned by Rhino platform members. Like I said, every member of the platform is going to receive 50 coin per month. So how do I calculate that? Well, this is the week. This is the members times 50. Add that to each month. So if someone got 50 in January, well, now they represent 100 in February, while someone that just joined in February represents only 50. How do you calculate that? Well, we did. On top of that, Rhino reserves 50 coin for Rhino as a company because over this next year, 2 years, 10 years, we're going to have to hire new members, and we're going to go ahead and compensate them in incentive programs that allow them to earn coin as well. So when you take the 50 million coin Rhino has, plus all of the coin that all of the members have, you see this number growing. Do you know what happens to a business when all of the members of the business own part of the business? Everyone is aligned for the same interest. Everyone's moving in the same direction. This next line is the amount of investors that own Rhino coin. Now, who are the investors? The investors are anyone they want to be. We're allowing everyone to participate. And in fact, everyone that's a member of the platform, we expect to participate. Not that they're obligated to, but we expect them to. In fact, the calculation is that every member will buy $20 worth of Rhino coin on average per week. Anthony, that's ludicrous. You cannot expect that every single person is going to buy coin every single week. You're right. I can't. But that's an average. So when somebody buys $100,000 worth of Rhino coin, well, how many people don't need to buy any Rhino coin at all for that to calculate to being each person purchased $20 per week? So that's the calculation, that each member will own at least $100 of Rhino coin per month, right? Like $85 of Rhino coin per month. This number is accurate. As of right now, 14,551,420 Rhino coin is owned. In fact, we're going to have the ledger. We're going to have a public ledger on the website. that allows everyone to see who owns the coin. That's going up next week, but I have the copy right here, I think. So I want to show it to everyone. Cookie Monster owns 3 million. And I have just first names and first letter of last name, which means if you see your name, you know who you are. But if other people see the same, they don't know who it is. Like, who knows who Dr. B is except for Dr. B, right? So there is a ledger of people that own the coin. And starting next week, that ledger is not only going to be public on the website, but the ledger is going to be far longer because every new member owns coin as well because they're receiving 50 coin per month. Okay, so, all right, hold on a second. So that is the amount of coin owned by the members. That's the amount of coin owned by the investors. So let me ask you something. When you have a platform where every member owns coin and every investor owns coin, what is the vested interest of all participants in said platform? The success. Well, what's the barrier of success in said platform? Everything's free. All you need to do is contribute. For those that are just simply members that want to grow a business, you're going to be able to be patronized by all the other members that are part of it. Now, this next line is literal value of the coin. That number is calculated by the weekly transaction. Why is this so? Hold on a sec. There we go. That number is calculated by the weekly transaction volume divided by the supply. There's a billion coin. Here, there's $0 in transactions. Buy a billion coin. You know what the literal value of the coin is? Not available. Okay. What about week 4 when we have $1,600 worth of transactions on the platform? What's the literal value of the coin? 0.00000164 Okay. But Anthony, you're selling it at 2 cents? Yeah, I am. Because that's the literal value of a coin is not the actual value of the coin. I know you might say literal and actual sound very close, but anything that's an investable asset is also based on what the projections are that it will be worth, right? So for instance, when you hire someone to your company and they're fresh out of school, they're 22 and they don't know their butt from their elbow, but you hire them anyway, their actual value to you is probably 0 because they don't know how to do anything. But their future value is quite high because their aptitude, their ability, their work ethic, their resume, their grades is so high that you know you could then take that person and turn them into a superstar in your company. So the literal value of that person is a complete waste. I'm giving money to someone that can't do anything. But a year from now, that employee is going to be earning their money back in strides. That's what the difference is between literal value and investable value. So this is not the value of the coin. Demand ratio. What is demand ratio? Well, what is the amount of coin owned by the members plus the amount of coin owned by the investors divided by the amount of coin that's in existence? These are the people that are demanding it. This is the supply of it. The demand divided by the supply is the demand ratio. Very low, 0.06%. Okay, it's not a big number. That means literally 20 times the people that have it don't want it, right? 94% of people have no demand for it. Okay, that's fine. What's the growth rate? Well, what can we project out 3 months from now and then divide it by the growth that we're having today? That's the 3-month growth rate. And then this is the price of the coin. How are we valuing the coin, right? This is a managed market, like I told you. But how are we valuing the coin afterwards? How are we forecasting? How are we projecting the value of the coin? Well, I'll show you. Weekly transactional volume divided by Rhino coin supply of 1 billion. Then we're multiplying that by the projected demand ratio. So what's the literal value of the coin times the demand ratio for the coin? Then multiply by the 3-month growth rate and weekly transactional volume. Okay. What is the literal value of the coin multiplied by the demand for the coin, multiplied by the growth of the coin? That's going to get you the value of the coin. I think that makes sense, right? Now, oh, and this is the key. Look at this up here. Projected market value per Rhino coin calculations equals 10% of perfect outcome. What the hell does that mean? It means all the calculations that we did assume 90% failure. And maybe failure is too strong of a word. Assumes that we're only going to reach all the calculations assume we only hit 10% of what the value is truly. So all the numbers we're about to show you are 90% less than what the actual math says they should be. That's pretty cool. All right, so here we go. So we know what all these numbers are. Okay, so how about this? See this number 529? Let's go all the way down here for a second. What's the value of the coin week 112? $132,397, right? Okay, remember that number. $132,397. Okay. See how all these numbers, there's a whole bunch of numbers everywhere. They all look very complicated, and they are. I spent a long time doing this coding and these calculations. They're all this, blah, 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 blah. Okay. See this number 529? This is the amount of members we're going to have on the platform in week 3. Seems like a really non-important number. Completely innocuous. All right, 529. All right, Anthony's really smart, though. This platform's a great idea. It's the ability for us to take back, and we could grow our own community. Great. What can that number possibly mean? 529? We could have as many. What if we have only 100 members on the platform week 3? We still think we're going to do great. Okay, let's see what happens. Now, I want you to take notice to all of these numbers. We just changed this from 529 to 100. Everything changed. The value of the coin projected in week 112 is $5,000. It was 132,000. It's now only 5,000. Why is that? Because every number is calculated based on the number before it. These projections are so transparent, so highly calculated, so sound that anyone that has the opportunity to participate in this will know exactly what it's going to be worth every second of every day, projected 2 years out. So let's take that 100 and say, okay, let's go back to 529, because 100 is like scary. It's like making me want to like shoot myself. Well, that was unfair. Makes me want to jump up and hit my head on the ceiling, right? All right, well, what if we're doing better than that, right? Like 100, that's terrible. Like we have a good thing, like we know what we're doing. What if we're able to do better than that? Let's say it was 1,000. Say we have 1,000 people on it. Okay. That number's now 471,000. Because if we're able to show that growth rate and then calculate that going forward, oh my God. Here, even on top of that, you see how this is all calculated 15% growth rate on each number. This is calculated 15% growth rate on each number. This is calculated 10% of the members, right? 1 out of 10 members are going to be buyers. That the transaction volume is $27. These are numbers that are to our best estimates. And at that, they're conservative estimates. After 2 months, our growth rate might be 22% a week. Our business growth rate might be 17% a week. We might have 12 to 13%, maybe even 25% of people on the platform purchasing. Remember, we're saying 1 out of 10 only purchase one thing a week. Maybe the average transaction amount is actually $60. Maybe it's not $27. Do you know what happens if those numbers start happening? Well, A, we're going to know right away because this is updated in real time every single day. How did we get to it? You went on distributivemarketing.com and you pressed view balance sheet. That's how you got these numbers. You didn't call me. You didn't ask for our assistant. You didn't call our investor relations department. You didn't wait for our quarterly numbers. You said, I want to see how Rhino's doing right now. Oh, Rhino's doing, wow. Wow, they're doing, wow, this is what it's, okay. So I should go ahead and buy some more today. Because I know if I buy more today, these are guaranteed prices. I know if I buy today, I could invest for these prices, but if I get scared, I could sell at these prices because these are guaranteed prices. Anthony already guaranteed them. Rhino guaranteed them. These are guaranteed prices. Therefore, I could actually spend the next year making 50 to 100% of my money every single month while seeing if Anthony and his team actually know what they're doing. Because if this happens, I'm definitely keeping my coin, duh. But if I see it going bad and this doesn't happen, I'll sell my coin right here and not give 2 F's about it. That's a pretty good position to be in. After a month or two, when we have actual numbers every single month, we're going to know the new growth rates, the the actual growth rates of everything, which means then we take these numbers and calculate them differently. So this is 15%, 15%, 15%. But if we're averaging 17% for 2 months in a row, I don't need this to be 50% anymore. I'm going to make it 17%, which means this projection constantly does its best to get you to the closest valuation that's possible across any investment ever for the history of your life. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. So let's get out of this, right? And okay. So to Michael and to everyone that is asking me how to get the coin, because everyone's been really patiently waiting for this, and duh, you see why, right? This is the first week we're releasing it. Now, as you know, well, actually, let's just do it, right? So get the Rhino coin. So let's go ahead and click this again. Let's put it in the message. I want everyone to go on this. Please click it. Let's do this together. All right, get Rhino coin. Click that. Excuse me. This is the price of the Rhino coin over the next year. I'm not making this up. It says it right here. January 2022, 2 cents. February 2022, 3 cents. March 2022, 4 cents. Okay. Well, Anthony, it's November 2021. Yeah, I know. So this is what we're doing. The coin is 1.5 cents to you right now for the rest of this year. You could build any position you want. You can buy as much of it as you want. We're not going to stop you. The way you're going to buy it is in blocks of 100, so it's nice and easy. We have a quantity feature for you. So say you want to buy 1,000 in Rhino coin right now, you put 10. 10 times 100 is 1,000. Okay, press purchase. You're then going to come to our checkout. Now I'm putting 10 there because I had 10 last night, and obviously you could see. First, I want you to take note of this, SSL secure shopping. This is the most secure metric of any type of transaction on any type of website available. If you do not see this on someone's page, please do not buy whatever they're selling you. Okay, so we put 10 in. Let's double check, $1,000. Okay, check out. All right, cool. Wow, this is pretty cool. All right, it already has my information because I do this every day. I walk everyone through it, which, by the way, not only is that sheet there for you at every second of every day, giving you every number that we have, but to have the actual CEO and founder on a live call with you every single day, I don't know a level of transparency that anyone could ever want. In fact, if our goal is to galvanize the 99% of the population that only owns 1% of the wealth and to create our own economy where we're allowed to go ahead and build it from within, you know what that means I have to do? It means I have to do this. And it doesn't mean that I don't want to do it. It means that I'm telling you that this is my obligation to us. We're all pitching in. You're purchasing the coin, which allows us to fund the company. I'm going ahead and obligated to make sure that we grow the company. Together, we're going to change net worth, change our futures overnight. If I'm giving 50 coin, which I am, to every single person every single month, and that coin's worth 132,000 2 years from now, do you understand just by being a part of the platform, you're a multi-millionaire? Do you know by being a partner of the platform, every person that you bring onto the platform, you get an additional 10 coin for? We're doing our best to give it to you. We're charging for nothing. We're giving you wealth. We're giving you Rhino. We're giving you traffic. We're giving you business. We're giving you apps. And we're allowing to grow the business and allowing you to allow our community to support our community. When you take a step back, it's actually quite magical. It's actually really beautiful. And in terms of what an epitaph could be for anyone when they leave this earth, this is going to be mine. Anyways, now that I went a little bit off base there, just to share my passion, I guess. This is my email. This is my name. This is my address. Love it. Very magical. Robbie. Oh, Robbie, by the way, I saw that we had a 4 o'clock call yesterday and I completely missed it. I want to blame my fiance because why not blame her? And I did text you back. My apologies. Please don't hate me. Please reschedule. Sorry. Please write something nice. I'm just going to assume Robbie's going to write something nice. Okay, anyway. Forgiven. Thank you. So Robbie actually knows my phone number because I texted Robbie and he knows, and Robbie knows that these last 3 digits are not the right number. So please don't message me on that. Okay, so let's continue. Shipping details. Obviously, it's free shipping because we're shipping you a confirmation email confirming your invoice with us. Also, by the end of today, everyone that purchased any single coin is receiving their certificates. If you've already received it, simply just share with everyone. If not, then you're going to receive it. I know Abigail's doing that, and unless I yell to her again through this wall, which I don't ever want to make practice of yelling at anyone, I did that for comedic effect before. She's fantastic and she's on it, right? So continue, and then you're going to put in your payment information. This payment information is going to confirm this. You press continue, boom, you have your email, you have your certificate, and how do you know the price of how many coin you have? Well, A, it's on the certificate, but the amount of money that you're willing to invest today, and again, you could do this every single day if you want, and in fact, I think that's a really good idea. And I'm doing it myself by building this, right? Like I'm here every single day, which means I'm investing my life into exactly what I'm offering and sharing you to do. So it's not that I'm selling anyone anything. I welcome you to be a part of what I'm doing myself. That being said, you take the total dollar amount, divide it by 1.5 cents. So $1,000 purchases you 66,666 coin, right? $100 purchases you 6,666 coin, which is the most obscure number. And I'm sorry that 1.5 cents goes into a round number like 100 in the 66666 realm. In January, it's then 2 cents, and we'll never see that number again. But also that will be 33% higher than what you could get it for right now and for the rest of this year. So take it with a grain of salt. But what I do want to go ahead and share is one last thing before I let you go. Yeah, Nico, you can purchase as many times as you want. In fact, I really, really support and recommend that you just get your hands on as much as you can, because I know what we're doing. And I know 2 years from now, when we look back at this, every single person that was a participant is going to say the same exact thing, regardless of how much coin they have. I could have got more. I should have got more. And that doesn't mean that they're greedy. It just means that if you could buy something for a penny today and sell it for $132,000 2 years from now, you're always going to look back and say, I really wish I got more. So I'm your time machine. I know you're going to say that. So I'm telling you to do it. But effectively what we would have created, and I want you to actually really, truly grasp this. Rhino is a platform that is built for the 99% of the population that is frustrated and sickened by having to share 1% of the wealth, while the 1% of the population has 99%. So Rhino Community says, you know what? You guys can keep your 1%. We're going to turn our backs on you and we're going to build something ourselves. And through doing so, it is a platform that's going to be constantly growing in membership, constantly raising and nurturing and growing businesses, constantly allowing a community to transact within themselves, constantly allowing everyone to be an entrepreneur and build their own business, to go ahead and master stock market, to master health, to master music, to master dating, to master politics. We are going to offer so much stuff and everyone's going to be a participant in it together. Wait till we have Rhino Charity. There's going to be so much. And through it all, because of everything that I just said, which sounds like an absolute dream, by simply participating in that, you're supporting the value of the coin that you own. See, we're not like Facebook in the sense that we're going to create this great platform and give you something, but allow you no ownership of it, right? We're creating something, but giving it to you. In fact, I got an email from one of our largest investors before saying, Anthony, 50 coin a month, that's a lot. I'm sure if we just give people 5 or 10 coin, they'd be very happy. That's quite generous. In which case I responded, you're absolutely correct. I'm sure anyone would be happy with that because we're giving it for free. Our generosity would be well rewarded, would be well received, but that's not why I'm doing this. I'm not looking for people to pat me in the back. I'm looking that in 2 years from now, we have built a community in the millions, right? Like in the millions that would look back and say, you know what? I'm Rhino and I want to do the same for my people. Because if we could be the spark that could change the world overnight, then we could go ahead and guarantee that that really yucky path that we're on will not happen. And it's funny, it's like when your mother says, you know, you come up with a good idea and she goes, why not you? Like when you tell your mother, oh, there's this really pretty girl, I want to go talk to her, but I'm afraid she's going to say no to me, so I didn't go up to her. And your mother goes, why not you? You've taken away the future you could have had. Get your butt and go do it. The worst that could happen is she says no. The worst that could happen is that we don't reach our goals. but it's not because lack of trying or lack of passion or lack of ethics or lack of knowledge or lack of logic. Because I can promise you, I'm going to do this. This is going to happen. And either you're in or you're not. And what I'm saying to you is, I'm offering you to be in. All right. I'm only 10 minutes over today. All right, let's take a look at the chat function. Obviously, we can purchase multiple times till the end of the year, right? I mean, you'll be on track. Yeah, every purchase you make, you receive a new certificate certifying that purchase. So you will always have authorized certificates for everything that you do. The best thing about this, if you want to buy 1,000, that is, oh yeah, your euro's like really strong. You can buy as much as you want. Oh, Mike. Yeah, but it's a good deal, whatever current. Yeah, well, if you could, it's funny, people in Shiba Inu, whatever the hell that coin is, that's up like 46 million% in a year. And it's all up because of what? It was a meme and it caught up a lot of attention, but really, why was it up? I want you to take a second and really think about it. What is a coin that's worth absolutely nothing that's based on a stupid picture of a dog doing up 46 million% in a year? What's the behavior science behind it? That's the people saying, I don't have opportunity in this country. I don't have opportunity in my life anymore. Therefore, I'm willing to put my money into something that's absolutely worth nothing, while knowing it's worth nothing, just because I believe everyone else is doing it. And if we could all just do it together, this thing will be worth more than the moon is today. Take that sentiment. That's proof. It happened. It happened with GameStop. It happened with AMC. It happened with Dogecoin. It happened with Shiba Coin. It's happening. Take that. Take those people. Take that behavior and give them something that actually has a supported value that they can see every week, that by them being in it, it's worth more. I can promise you, when we do our marketing, if you think this Anthony is like a loud, crazy Anthony, this is the Friday 2 o'clock version. This is the Anthony that wants to go home and like take his fiance out to dinner and finally relax. This is the really cool down Anthony. The Anthony that's going to be ahead of marketing is going to make our platform so large that we're going to look back at this day and say, whoa. Anyway, hi, just to be clear, is this Rhino blockchain, right? So just to be clear, I believe there is a Rhino coin out there that actually saves the rhinos, or at least that's their messaging. It's RHINO. This is RHIN0. So it's Rhino coin, but there's a 0 instead of the O. And the coin doesn't exist anywhere. In fact, we're not distributing any coin until January 2023 for a couple of reasons. One, there's no reason to. It's a guaranteed marketplace, and there's no reason to go ahead and put that level of, to invite that level of danger. What I mean by that is, who wants their coin being hacked? Who wants to lose the passwords? Who wants to spend the money to build a blockchain marketplace? We don't need to do any of that. Because we're sending you the certificates, because we have a public ledger, everyone knows what everyone owns. Fine. January 2023, when we go on Coinbase, we're then able to allow you to open an account on Coinbase and send you your coin. In which case, your certificate is what certifies that you'll receive that. Which means it also goes ahead and protects us against fake accounts. Because I'm sure once this really starts kicking, guys, I can't express enough, Rhino will be known next year. Like you walk around, oh, Dogecoin, your Uber driver talks about Dogecoin. Wait till you hear what Rhino is next year. You hear it now, but I need you to have a level of vision to see what it is that I'm talking about. I don't want at that point to have a million different bots creating fake accounts. So in January 2023, when we go ahead and are on a free floating marketplace like Coinbase, you can then open an account with Coinbase, and then we could send you your coin to your account, which means Coinbase would have done the background check on you to make sure you're a real person. So Eve, to be clear, right? Yep, it's a good idea. Sounds great. We'll be having a say in the design. Yeah. Also, actually, what I want to share is those metrics that that Rhino coin balance sheet is able to be left comment purposely. I want that everyone in the globe that takes a look at our balance sheet is able to say, oh, I see these projections, but I think this is a little low. I think this is a little high. I think this is insane. How did you come up with this number? I think you should change the number to this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not going to look at it as like, oh, look at all these people complaining. No, because here's the thing. If we're able to crowd surf the exact calculation that the 99% all agree on, then that means our calculations are even more accurate. We are building a moment where we could say 2 years from now, this is what this is worth based on us just hitting our numbers this week. It's like anything else. If you ever want to accomplish a big goal, did you accomplish it overnight? No. If you want to lose 100 pounds, you know how you did it? You jumped on a scale every day. All right, I lost a pound today. I lost a pound today. I lost a pound today. Do you know what would happen if you were given a year without a scale to lose 100 pounds? You would never do it because you would always say, I have a year, and you would have no way of checking if you're even close. This platform is a fat person looking to lose weight. We are going to jump on the scale every single day. Okay, I have that vision. That's why I promote like hell. Nico's one of our best friends, so if anyone has the opportunity to ever work with or talk to Nico, it's a good idea. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave because, it's that time. And again, because we're going to be on tomorrow. Like, how much of Anthony how could anyone possibly take? In fact, I know the amount because every relationship I've had lasts exactly 2 years. And I find that after 2 years, it's like, all right, enough Anthony. And only my fiance loves me that much. So I think I did good. And we had a really great child. So she's stuck with me for at least 18 years. All right, so I'm sending this to you. Go ahead. Please go ahead and participate. It's for everyone, including you. But I'm not going to be so cool to say I don't need you. I need you. I need everyone. Together we can do it. United we stand, divided we fall. All right, love everyone. Have the best weekend. I'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Bye.